right, since I can't see you, I can't monitor what you're actually doing. I hope that everyone's sitting in a comfortable meditative seat. Let's start off with some breathing, just to center ourselves. So the idea of pure breathing, which normally means 1-to-1 ratio. Now many times I'll ask you to extend the length of the inhale or extend the length of the exhale, but not right now. Let's make the ratio 1-to-1 and very even. So close the eyes and just start to breathe, please. When you actively refine the breath and shape the breath, your mental patterns and the neurological firing of the brain usually follows suit, and the mind becomes smooth and even as well. So slow the breathing down, take full, complete breaths. Try to make it longer than you normally would. I usually go for 8 seconds or 10 seconds for my duration of inhale and exhale. So that's just what my lung capacity can comfortably handle. So try 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 seconds inhaling and exhaling. Have the intention for the mind to become calm. When you become the master, the controller of your thoughts, your whole existence begins to change. Learn to control the brain, learn to control the mind. It does not control you. Now, if you choose, you can keep your eyes closed or you can open them if you'd like. Now, sometimes I jump topics when I bring up yoga philosophy, but all of the topics I discuss are all intertwined, and each thing we discuss is just another aspect of the path that we walk as human beings. We're manifold beings. The physical body is only one portion of what we are, who we are. So the topic today, it's nothing that I don't work on myself every day, so I'm just sharing my own practice with you. So the idea of purpose. So some of us ponder the idea of purpose a lot, and some never think about it. But in order to live a fulfilled life and to live as effectively as possible, it's important to know where we're going and why we're going there. So the Yoga Sutras presents many opportunities to analyze our purpose, but there are other teachings as well, and it's important for you, for us, for me, for all of us, to synthesize the various sources of teachings and apply them how is best for you. And so there's a different teaching on purpose. It's called Purushartha. So let me type this here in the comments. Purushartha. This comes from the Vedas. It's a compound word like many Sanskrit words are. Purusha, which you've heard me say quite a few times, and Artha, which you may not have heard, but 2 of you on this call have heard it. Artha. Celine, you're one of them. And Chris Blunt, if you're here, you're the other one. So you 2 know what Artha means. Artha refers to needs or requirements or a desire for security, stability, things that we need in order to thrive. So that's Artha. Purusha, you've heard me mention it before. Is anyone brave enough to tell me what Purusha means in 1 or 2 words? 2 aspects of the universe, Purusha and Prakriti. What does Purusha mean? It's not our body, it's not our mind, it's not our emotions, but it is us. Pure consciousness, When you take the word Purushartha, and you think of the needs or the desires of consciousness, we have something called the four desires. Now, it's taught in the ancient Vedic scriptures that in order to live a full life in the manifest world, there are four areas or categories that the soul, Purusha, the pure consciousness, desires in order to live a complete existence. And we, as conscious, aware, spiritual people in the world, it's our duty to optimize all four of those areas and understand which area requires additional work. So the four are as follows: our desire or longing for a fulfilled higher purpose. Okay, that's the overarching of the four, Dharma. Kama, K-A-M-A. So many of you have heard that word before. It's usually spoken in the context of the Kama Sutra. But that skews the meaning a little bit because that conjures up ideas of pleasure magic and different things. But Kama refers to enjoyment. So a fulfilled physical existence requires optimized avenues for enjoyment. So we have Dharma, the longing for fulfilling our purpose; Kama, to desire enjoyment, so pleasure, fulfillment, fun. It has to do with beauty, the pleasure we receive from achieving something. Then we have moksha, and that's a common word in some spiritual circles as well. Moksha is the desire to fulfill our need for spirituality, spiritual fulfillment. And then finally we have artha, which is part of the teaching, Purushartha. Artha refers to the longing that our soul has, the longing for stability and security and basic needs. So artha is essentially the foundational requirements that we need in order to live a fulfilled life. Do we have enough shelter? Do we have enough income? Do we have enough sustenance? And so these four areas, it's taught to us, need to be optimized in order to live fully. All right, and there's brilliant teaching on that called The Four Desires, appropriately enough, by someone named Rod Stryker. So if you're curious to dive into that, there's lots of teaching, lots of information to explore on the four desires. So thinking about that, how do we identify which area needs work, which area needs additional energy and prana and optimization? So yeah, in order to figure out which area is requiring work now, well, the answer is always calming the mind and listening to our intuition, our higher self. So let's work on that together, calming the mind. So every single morning we do a different technique to calm the mind. So let's continue with that now. All right, please return to your meditative seat if you're not there. Spine is tall. Let's do a body scan. Make sure the legs are relaxed. Hips are relaxed. Lower abdomen, upper abdomen relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Arms relaxed. Hands are heavy, either on the knees and the lap. Neck and face are soft. Let the lips slightly part. Tongue is off the roof of the mouth. Cheeks are relaxed. Forehead is unfurrowed. With your mind's eye, please identify the spine and the spinal column. It sometimes helps to sway the body a little side to side to identify where the spine is in space. So it's the physiology of the body. Just become aware of that place, the spine. It houses the central channel of pranic energy, the Sushumna Nadi. When we energize and supercharge the Sushumna Nadi, we receive almost a magic quality of consciousness, such that we can identify which area of life needs work to optimize our physical existence. So as you breathe here, just a simple kriya of breathing up and down the spine, intending to remove any impurities, optimize your energy, increase prana, which is the energy of intelligence. When prana is activated, our wisdom is activated. So connect the breath with movement. When you inhale, lift your awareness from the base of the spine to the top of the head. And as you exhale, the awareness goes from the top of the head down to the base of the spine. The metronome helps to keep the breath smooth and even. Make the inhale and exhale the same, Samavriti 1-to-1 ratio. Now moving on, the next stage of this particular technique, please identify the area around the sacrum, the top of the sacrum. This is roughly the area of the second chakra, Svadhisthana, representing the water element inside of us. Human beings have a natural tendency to develop significant energy at this center. As spiritual warriors in the world, it's our duty to utilize this energy for the appropriate reasons, for the right reasons. Continuing with this inhale of lifting, so just be aware of the top of the sacrum area and just inhale, lifting energy up the spine from that area to the top of the head. And on the exhale, stay there at the top of the head and just feel the energy expanding there. On the inhale, we lift energy from the sacrum, second chakra. On the exhale, energy expands in, around, through the head. Very simple. On the inhale, lifting energy up the spine. On the exhale, soaking, drenching, satiating the brain, the mind with prana. Igniting our perception, igniting our ability to see our lives clearly, understanding where additional energy and intention is needed in our outward existence. And now please just rest. Rest with your awareness in the brain, in the third eye center, the middle of the brain. And just ponder which of the four desires might need additional injection of energy, additional optimization. Is it your desire for physical needs, artha, shelter, finance, physical tools to do your job? Is it the desire for spiritual and religious freedom? Is it the desire for more enjoyment, more love, more beauty? Or is it the desire to live your unique purpose at a higher level? Dharma. Let's breathe in together. Take a full breath. Once your lungs are full, hold the breath in. With breath, there's energy, so feel the breath and the energy swirling inside the body and building, pranicizing the physical flesh. And then open the mouth, exhale. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in all the way. Pranicize your entire body and mind and emotions. Hold the breath. And slowly open the eyes. Thank you for joining. Hey Marina, good morning. Thank you for participating, meditating, doing some introspection, self-analysis. It's only when we understand ourselves that we can possibly begin to understand others. See you tomorrow. Have an awesome Memorial Day. Namaste.